Today is Winter Squash Harvest Day, October 5th, 2014. Sammy has just come up from the garden and has pulled up the winter squash. Let me back up a bit here so I can get a good picture. Anyway, here's Sammy holding one of the larger Hubbards. And Sammy, how would you make this if you were going to bake it? What would you do with it?
After I got over my initial fear, well, you can do it a number of ways. Most people will cut them like this and scoop out the guts, and then bake them in the oven and put either butter and salt or brown sugar and cinnamon and butter and maybe some raisins. Some folks put maple syrup in it and cook it till it's nice and tender.
That sounds good.
And scoop it out and eat it. Or you can cut it up, peel it and gut it, and cut it up into chunks and cook it up with some water and mash it like mashed potatoes and eat it that way. Do it like sweet potato.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we got a big one here, and we got big Kashaws.
Oh, that is big. Let me back up so they can get an idea. Yeah, that's pretty big.
Yeah, this one will probably weigh 15 pounds, maybe.
Wonder how many jars I'm going to get out of that.
I don't know. But I took the biggest one I had to church today for a buddy of ours named Sam also. And I gave him the big one last year, and he saved the seeds for us, and I planted them, and these are the results. So he got the biggest one out of this year's too. So it kind of came around full circle.
Sam Rubel, right?
Yeah, Sam Rubel.
Okay.
Groovy guy. Him and his wife are both cool. And so we got a lot of this. So if he wants another one or two, we can. And a lot of the older folks like these. They're called Kashaws, but some of them will call them Kershaws. Some of them will call them Kashaws. You know, a little bit southern. But they like them, and it's good.
They know what to do with them. That's why
they know
like
what
them.
to do with them. That's right. And they see these, they go, yeah, they get kind of sentimental, and they like them. So I bring them.
So what we've done is, what he's done is gone down and picked everything that was down there. So now we'll put it in cold storage.
And we also have butternut
yeah.
and acorn squash, which is in the basement in crates right now, letting the air go through to dry the stem ends out so they don't rot. But we'll have more Hubbards because I didn't pick the little patch.
Oh, okay.
We got a little patch that I haven't messed with yet. We got a little bit of a frost last night, the first one this year, and it burnt some of the leaves on it. But they were dying anyway. They're done. So it's time to get them out of the field before something bad happens to them. And just store them in a dry, cool, breezy place where the sun can't get on them too much, and they'll hang out for a few weeks.
Yeah.
And now some of these are going to go to church to be on the altar with, like for the Thanksgiving, nice ladies there do flower displays, and you can kind of tell what season it is of the year by looking at the flowers on the altars, because they bring them out of their gardens and places. So they asked me if they could have some kind of harvest type stuff for the altar, and I said, sure. God provided it, put it on his altar, darn right, I'm honored. But I didn't grow it, I just pulled the weeds and killed the bugs. Anyway, but I toted it because I
yeah,
can do
he
that.
has done a lot of toting.
These are heavy.
I know.
These are heavy things.
I know they are.
So, I mean, if you drop this on somebody, it would hurt them.
Yeah, I don't doubt
that. So, but anyway, we've had a good year in the garden. There's not much out there left. The tomatoes, they're lingering on. The squash, it got burnt last night, so I don't know how.
Did it?
Yeah, the summer squash. I don't know how long it's going to last. Peppers, we'll still get some of those.
Good.
And dried corn, we'll get some of that to make different things with. We can make cornmeal with it. We're going to try to make hominy with it this year, which is kind of interesting because you use lye to make that stuff.
Yeah.
And that'll be fun. So we'll try that. And we might just run it through the mill and crack it a little bit and feed it to the chicken. But anyway,
that's it, huh?
The garden's about done for this year. I wanted to plant some fall stuff, some cabbage and all, but the folks that had cabbage also had bugs on their cabbage, so it was just little sticks sticking out of the little cell packs. And
who wants to buy that?
So I went to like 4 or 5 places around town, and cabbage got ate up by bugs. So, yeah, what are you gonna do? You know, it had frost, fall. It's time to cut wood for the wood stove anyway.
That's right.
So we move on to different activities in the fall.
That's right.
Anyway, we'll send some pictures of our
Bounty.
Fall activities and things, and we'll take it from there.
All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think I'm going to be canning Kashaw and Hubbard squash for a while, unless I can talk some of my canning friends into taking some. I know they might enjoy it. Dina. Anyways, Sammy picked most of the Kashaws because of the frost we had last night. And we still have some more Hubbards, which are the gray ones. A few more things down there growing, as he said. But I think this is going to take some time. Good thing they preserve for a while. It's not something that goes bad quickly. So, got my work cut out for me.